Are we all on? What? You didn't say shush. Because I put recording if we're not saying anything.
Shush.
I don't know. Mine sounds weird in my own ear balls.
Does it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Your own sounds weird.
Yeah. I don't even know if I can hear yours, whether I can... Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Does mine sound like all right?
Yeah.
Too loud, too soft?
Shit as always.
Yeah. What about Tom's?
Hello. Oh, God.
What? Who is this?
What the fuck was that? No, say hello, my name is Thomas.
Hello, my name is Thomas.
It is funny, isn't it?
It's having a great time. What do you reckon, Ken? Is that all right? Say again. Say hello.
Hello.
Bit louder.
Hello.
That's just exactly the same.
Say hello, my name is Thomas.
Hello, my name is Thomas.
That's all right.
He's passed the audition.
Right, ready?
Let's do this.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the bad movie cult. Dominic Lawton can be wild. Welcome to the bad movie cult.
Hello and welcome to the Bad Movie Cult podcast, where each week we guide you through a film step by step, and at the end, we decide if it's good enough or bad enough to be inducted into the Bad Movie Cult. I am your host, Dominic Lawton. I am joined, as always, by my partner in crime, my podcasting wife, Mr. Ken B. Wild.
Hello, everybody.
Well, welcome, everybody. It's June. It's a brand new month, brand new possibilities, and something else has changed. We're not alone, Ken.
We are not alone.
We have our second attempt at our very first guest.
It went so well. We're doing it again.
We tried it the first time with Ken's son Lucas. It was a massive failure, and we recorded in a house where someone was murdered. So how the hell?
Yeah, we were in the death house. We were on location.
Let's introduce you to this week's guest. His name is Mr. Tom Ellis. Hello, Tom.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Listen to the crowd.
I won't be here.
Instant popular.
Instantly popular. Tom is going to be our guest. He's going to guide us through today's episode, which is Guest Choice. And it is the 1979 Don Coscarelli film, Phantasm.
Phantasm. The delusion of a disordered mind. A phantom. A spirit. A ghost. For nearly 4 decades it has been contained, but evil always has a way of breaking free.
Tommy's gone. It's hard to believe. It was a good idea not to let your little brother come to the funeral.
Hey, I don't like this place.
Something weird is going on up there.
The funeral is about to begin, sir.
What's wrong with you?
There's something up there. I saw it.
You got some kind of an overactive imagination or something?
I know you're not gonna believe this, but these things were here.
Oh, give me a break.
Okay, I believe you.
What we gotta do is lay that sucker out flat and drive a stake right through his goddamn heart.
You're gonna run that tall bastard straight down to hell.
You play a good game, boy. But the game is finished. Now you die.
Phantasm.
Don't fear.
To be fair, that trailer makes it sound amazing.
It's good.
Because it is.
Good trailer. Oh, hang on.
It is an amazing film.
He's already on the defensive.
Oh, here we go.
He knows what this
movie
is.
trailers.
You know what this is called, yeah? This podcast, don't you? Yeah, I think we've got one vote at the end anyway. That's sorted, isn't it? Does it deserve to go in? I think I've got an idea.
Tom, can I ask you why it's Phantasm that you've chosen for this episode?
It was the first horror movie I actually watched. I think I was 11.
Oh yeah, who'd you watch it with?
My uncle, and I remember my mum had a proper go at him for letting me watch it that young.
You saw tits at 11 years old?
I saw him before then.
Really?
Who is this guy?
I've got a plot for you, Ken.
Go for it.
Because Ken's not seen this.
No, never heard of it.
Newly orphaned teenager Mike Pearson, his older brother Jody, and their friends, just one friend, face off against a mysterious grave robber known as the Tall Man, who employs a lethal arsenal of unearthly weapons in their Southern Californian town.
Why is he called the Tall Man?
I don't know. Tom, why is he called the Tall Man?
I suppose it's because he's tall.
That's the insight that we've got him on for.
Yeah, thank you. Got some taglines for you guys.
Hit me with them.
You got to choose which one you like the best out of these.
Go.
If you're looking for horror that's got balls, it's found you.
Whew, there's a lot going on. Yeah, it's all right.
Just a strong start.
It's all right, but obviously you've got to have seen it first, haven't you?
What, the balls?
Yeah.
Yeah. This ball wants to play with you for keeps.
No, you can't keep focusing on the balls. How many times have I told you that?
If this one doesn't scare you, you're already dead.
That's the one I've got on mine.
On your what, balls?
Yeah. Just the one of them.
Beware the ball. Beware the tall man. Beware the never dead.
Never dead.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Where the dead are no longer that way.
Yeah, good sentence.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I did as well, actually. Some keywords. So what these are, Tom, on IMDb, there's like keywords that if you search for it in IMDb, like I'm thinking of a film that's got a tall man in it. You type that in and it'd give you a Phantasm. So I've written some of them down because they're very descriptive, aren't they?
Some of them are, yeah.
So first keyword, tall man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bit of a giveaway, but go on.
Female nudity.
Oh, nice. Always nice.
Sex on the floor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Black box.
Oh, Black Betty. Oh, Black Box, of course, did Ride on Time. That was a song. That was a song by Black Box.
Grandmother's black box, of course, is what that's referring to. You ever seen Grandmother's black box, Ken?
Not for a long time.
Ice Cream Man.
Oh.
Not the Ice Cream Man, Clint Howard.
Not Clint.
And then the last two, I think, just go hand in hand. Bushes and sluts.
Yeah, it's two of my favourites right there. That's what I search for on IMDb.
That should be a pub that we open. The three of us.
Yeah, or we just employ sluts.
So loads of bushes.
It's like you're in disguise.
Yeah.
Camo.
Yeah, it's just like outside.
Nobody can find who's serving.
Should we crack into it? You got any more to say on this?
No, I ain't got anything to say.
Okay.
I remember you.
Bye, everybody.
No, I used to see this all the time in the video store.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Never understood if it was a real word or not. Phantasm.
Phantasm, yeah.
Which I don't think it is.
Well, thanks, Ken. Thanks for that. I forgot to actually say the IMDb rating.
Oh, yeah, go on.
10.
It is not.
Yeah,
that's your guess, is it?
Voted by Tom.
By T. Ellis.
I'm going to put 5.9.
Ooh. It's 6.6 out of 10.
6.6.
Solid rating.
I've got to say, it's one of the highest we've covered.
I must admit, for a horror film, it is, yeah. That's a good score.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
It's the opening scene. It's night time, and we see a large white building. And we cut to an attractive blonde.
Yeah, there's no messing about with this, is there? This film.
No.
It's just like, here's the title. It's just called Phantasm, right? On with it.
Yeah. I like that, though.
No, I did. I liked it as well.
Yeah, she's wearing a lavender-coloured dress. She's having sex with a man.
This right. What we see legs.
It's a very weird
We see legs,
position.
don't we? 2 sets of legs sticking out from behind a gravestone.
Yeah.
And then when we see the act itself, she's riding on top of him.
Yeah.
How's she bent up like that? She got no spine, Tom. Explain yourself. What have you got us watching?
Did you think that's what sex was?
Quick switching.
Quick switching.
That's what they call it, quick switching.
That's Tom's rap name.
What, snapping her spine?
Like a cobra rising up.
Is that a sexual thing? I've been missing out on that one.
The scorpion.
The scorpion.
The scorpion.
Yeah, well, she must be some sort of martial artist.
I tell you what, the fucking guy's good looking, isn't he? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she looks like she's a waxwork, and he's like from way earlier in the 70s than this film.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's got normal skin of a human being.
No. But still, we do get tits, and it's pretty much straight away, so well done.
Just the one tit, though.
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can't all be total recall, can they?
Keeps you going.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not much of a tease. One tit's out, Tom, to be fair. I've called her, she's just called the lavender tit after this in my notes. Ken, being a podcast expert on sex scenes, what did you think to this one?
Well, he declares that was great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd say it was all right.
Is that what she said?
Yeah. She was like, yeah. That's what she always says.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, very like close-up faces, heavy breathing. This is very like a Euro horror film without it being a Euro horror film.
Actually, yeah.
Like the dubbing and stuff in it is very like, oh baby, oh what a body, all that sort of shit. And it's like, I don't know if I like any of this. 1 minute 50 seconds in, tits and a knife.
Yeah. What's that all about?
Start of every good film, that is.
Tits and a knife.
Tits and a knife, yeah.
Yeah, that could be the other pub. You have a whole
across the
chain
road.
of them. Yeah, have a whole chain of these pubs.
Across the road we're in a battle with. Yeah, she pulls a dagger out and stabs a man to death.
Yeah, and you know why she does that?
Because he's an ugly bastard.
No, because she's suddenly Angus Scrimm.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, that's the last thing you want, isn't it? When you've just had sex with somebody, you look at them again and it's Angus Scrimm.
Yeah. Have you ever had sex with Angus Scrimm, Tom?
I've had angry sex. And
in the scrum?
Angus sex.
Yeah, imagine...
Is angry sex just rape?
I mean, if it's not consensual, I suppose.
Well, unfortunately, Tom won't be joining us again. There's some prior convictions just catching him up there.
It's luck of the draw with these guests.
Oh, dear.
Imagine, Ken,
Imagine
beautiful
me.
woman
Oh, right.
is riding you in the cemetery.
Jesus Christ. Go on.
She's at a bit of an odd angle.
She's bent backwards.
She's got plasticine skin and one tit out.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you blink, and it's Angus Scrimm.
Oh, no. Not again.
You're fucking Angus Scrimm up the arse in a cemetery. Now what?
I'd pray for death. For death to come
The
quick.
Steven Seagal film. Is that one of his? Where he's a priest?
No, it's a Shokasugi ninja film, actually. Pray for Death.
Pray for Death with Seagal as a priest would have been superb.
Lord have mercy.
We cut to the morning. It's Morningside Cemetery. We got the same white building, which turns out that's the sort of crematorium, isn't it? In the middle of the cemetery.
It's fucking massive, isn't it?
It's unbelievable. That's the best thing about this film is that building, I think.
It reminds me of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre building, just cleaner.
In front, we see two guys having a chat. The younger one is Jodie Peterson, played by Bill Thornbury. And the other guy, he's got a skullet. He's got sunglasses. This is Reggie, played by Reggie Bannister.
Reggie Bannister, of all people.
Tommy's gone. That's the first line from him.
Jody. Hi, Reg. How's it going? Tommy's gone. It's a hell of a way to end a trio. It's hard to believe. Killed himself. Hey, I'm gonna go visit somebody. I'll catch you inside. Yeah.
I don't understand how they came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Well, are they party to the cause of death? I mean, I thought this was the next day. But it can't be, can it?
No,
it can't be,
it's a
can
funeral.
it? It's a funeral, so... Yeah, but they wouldn't necessarily know. They may think, he's gone to the cemetery, removed his own trousers.
Yeah.
Multiple stab wounds to the chest.
Ejaculated and killed and stabbed himself many times to death.
And he just wrote tits in the mud next to him.
Tits in the mud.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Is that what you wrote? Is that
Most of the time.
your calling
I feel
card?
guilty after.
The funeral is about to begin, sir.
Suddenly, Jodie heads inside the building, and it's a totally marbles, almost sort of a mausoleum kind of.
Outrageously lavish in there, isn't it?
This is like all the best shots of this film, I think, are when we're in here, like with the use of the shadows and the corridors and all that sort of stuff. I think this film looks best when they're in this building.
Yeah.
He hears noises from down the halls, and he has a little walk around, and he goes to one of the walls, and that's where his dead parents are kept.
They said as well that it's a good job we didn't let Mikey come.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because, you remember your parents are dead.
Yeah.
That's what Reggie
Did they
says.
ever explain how they died?
Car crash, wasn't it?
Probably.
Was that the only one watch this, guys? Or fucking hell.
No, I had to ask why he was called a tall man, so I've paid no attention whatsoever.
Well, we get a motorbike that turns up, and it's Mike, Jodie's 13-year-old brother.
Yeah, on a scrambler bike.
He stops in the cemetery, and he sees a black figure running out of view behind the headstones.
Yeah, noises, more noises.
What are your initial thoughts, Tom, on Mike when he turns up?
I love the hair.
Did you?
The hair's fantastic.
Yeah.
I also think he's, 14, 13?
Supposed to be 13.
And at the same time, he looks like a 40-year-old woman in the 80s.
It's like Peter Bark.
Yes, I do have that note.
That's who he looks like.
He more and more towards the end, he looks more like Peter Bark as well.
Everyone's favourite child.
Yeah.
Peter Bark.
Yeah, that's a film you need to watch, Tom. Burial Ground.
Mama.
It's.
I think I've watched it now.
Oh, you'll love it. We'll have to watch it sometime. The black figure's just running out of view. I quite like that. I thought that was quite creepy.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Not bad.
Inside, you've got the same. You've got the same sort of noises going on.
Yeah.
Keep seeing shadows, figures.
Considering like Don Coscarelli wrote, directed, edited, produced.
Should have starred in it, shouldn't he, if he's going to do all that?
He might as well.
Yeah.
Like Tommy Wiseau.
That's how you do the film. Yeah, that's how you make a film.
He should have been Mike, shouldn't he? He should have been the child.
Yeah.
I think this film, it does way better than it has any right to do.
It does very well with what it's got.
Jodie, he hears scratching noises, and he follows the noises inside, and that's when he gets grabbed by the tall man.
It's very heavy-handed, isn't it? That hand on the shoulder.
It's a large hand.
Isn't it? He comes whacking a hand down on his shoulder, which, would really have hurt. That's a bruise, that right there. And he turns around, and it's Angus Scrimm.
Yeah.
The tall man.
The tall man himself.
And he gives us that line that's in the trailer, which is, the funeral is about to start.
Yeah.
Sir!
The funeral is about to begin.
Yeah. I don't know about Angus Scrimm. I don't think he's that good an actor, to be honest.
He just looks the part, doesn't he?
He does, yes.
He can't really walk very well. He walks...
No.
I love the hair when he walks.
Yeah. I've got a few notes on this, actually. I've got a few notes on Angus Scrimm attempting to walk. Yeah, but he does look the part, obviously. Yeah,
I guess so.
And great. I mean, because he did it all himself, didn't he? Coscarelli, so he's not exactly got the casting agent of anyone he wants. So, yeah.
He can't just call Carl Weathers up and get him to play the bloody tall man, could he?
Oh, he could. He just said no, but he could. He could have tried, at least.
What do you think in terms of horror movie icons, Tom, where's the tall man ranking for you? Would you get him tattooed on you?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
full size.
Yeah, no, his face with the eyebrow lift and the ball in his. I'd get that tattooed on me. Yeah.
Or else it looks like you've just had
10.
a tattoo of an old man on you.
No. He's top. He's top 10.
Grandpa tattoo.
You two will very shortly share something in common in that you'll both have a tattoo of Pinhead from Hellraiser on your body because you're getting a tattoo of him, aren't you?
Yes.
Ooh. We'll have a tattoo off. We'll see who's got the best one.
So Tom's getting a sort of a whole piece, aren't you, done of horror?
On my leg, full realism, of all the horror icons.
Yeah. So we'll have to, we'll throw some at him.
And is the tall man going to be part of that?
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. You're thinking sort of him, Art the
I mean,
Clown.
he'll be hidden further up, so he's not always on show.
Yeah, on the anus. Like the hand will be holding the anus.
Holding the balls.
Oh, that's a well good idea.
Superb. That's why Ken's on this podcast. Holding the balls.
Who's that holding your balls? Oh, it's Angus Scrimm, an elderly man.
Anyway, the tall man. So Tom's getting a tattoo of him on his bollocks. That's what we've worked out.
No, he's going to be holding my bollocks.
What, both of them? Has he got both of them?
You should have him like...
I'll get it in a way so his hand's just perfectly underneath him.
Yeah, and then you should have Chucky like doing this and holding the other one up.
But then I'm thinking when I get older and they start to drop a bit more, it might look a bit weird.
It looks like he's just dropped it.
He's trying to catch it as they fall.
Like Atlas, with the world on his shoulder trying to push it back up. That's what it would
That's
look
why
like.
a bit lower down you have Chucky, so then it'll drop and it'll look like he's catching the ball that Angus Scrimm's dropped. Anyway, we head to the funeral. Back to what we were talking about.
Enough about Tom's balls.
We head to the funeral, and Mike now has binoculars, and he's watching from the bushes.
I like that they say it's a good job we didn't let him come, even though he's been outside on the loudest fucking motorbike he can, and he's in clear view with a massive pair of binoculars.
Yeah.
Still, it's a good job we didn't let him come, right?
Also, like, this kid, he just hangs around like a fucking bad
He's
smell.
everywhere.
He's a
Follows
bastard, isn't he?
everywhere.
He's a fucker, isn't he, this kid?
Was this like your brother when he was a kid?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
This is your life. This is documentary for you, isn't it, this?
A tall man did try to touch me.
Ken? I didn't realise you'd met him before.
Pure coincidence. There was that many. I never remembered them.
After the service, Jody tells Reggie he doesn't like the place, and Reggie says, yeah, let's get the hell out of it. Let's get out of here.
Come on.
And then we see the tall man. He puts Tommy's casket in the back of the hearse single-handedly.
Yeah, all being watched, isn't he?
Strong.
Yeah.
Strong man.
Has anyone been a pallbearer at a funeral and had to carry the casket? Yeah, I have. Fucking hell, they are heavy. Jesus
My
Christ.
stepdad was only a small man, but it was heavy.
Yeah. My brother was fucking massive. Ken, you ever had to... You just carry dead bodies without the casket?
No, I just drag them. It's a lot easier. Yeah, just drag them wrapped in a bin liner.
Yeah, Mike's watching from a distance, look of horror on his face as he watches the tall man put the casket in the back of the hearse. And then he goes and sees a fortune teller.
Yeah, he's in an old rickety house, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a granddaughter, terrible actress.
There's a fucking load of candles in that house, isn't there? Who's doing that?
Seagal.
And she's blind. The old woman's blind.
Yeah,
as
so
well,
she
it's
didn't even
dangerous.
know. She wouldn't even know they're there.
Yeah.
It's a crazy way to live. So she's fucking useless, but she somehow, I don't know, transfers thoughts to her granddaughter, who says, shut up, Mikey. Stop fucking whining about your brother, otherwise he will fucking leave. Anyway, put your hand in here.
Yeah, the granddaughter says, put your hand in my grandmother's black box.
Slide your hand into Grandma's box.
Michael, grandmother wants to play a little game.
Wow, how'd you do that?
Put your hand in the box.
Well, what's in it?
Just put your hand in the black box.
Okay, but what's in it? Hey, this thing really hurts.
Don't fear, Michael.
I can't get my hand out.
Don't fear.
Give me back my hand.
Don't fear. It was simply reflection. Fear is the killer. That's what grandmother wants you to learn.
Boy, that really hurt.
It was all in your mind.
You're told that fear itself is the killer, and it was all in his mind. Important to note that, because that comes back later. And
right.
And then Mike fucks off.
Yeah, he does, yeah. So
They make the box disappear, which he finds it weird that a guy can pick up a coffin and it scares him.
Yeah.
But the old woman making a box and a dollar bill just vanish, which he's fine with.
$1 bill. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, wasn't it, listeners? Me saying that.
Yeah, everyone remember Limp
laughed at
Bizkit.
by these two youths.
Hey, we know Limp
I
Bizkit.
like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. You don't know shit about the biscuit.
You don't know shit about biscuits.
You weren't there when the biscuits were limp. I was. I was there. I tell you that for nothing. I was there.
Number one fan, Ken. He was the limpest biscuit.
I was, yeah. I was the limpet biscuit. That stuck to everything.
And then we cut to the ice cream man.
Hooray!
Best character.
Reggie Bannister. Most people consider him, as Tom just said, the best character of the franchise. Doesn't do a lot for a long time.
I'm not so sure he is.
Who
I mean, he's one of the most consistent, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Just because he's never failed to show up, did he, for a Phantasm film?
Well, yeah.
He's not very well, actually, at the moment.
No, he's got dementia, right?
And by the time we release this, he may, in fact, just have died. So,
well, that's something to look forward to.
just letting you know,
yeah,
in case we are rude to him. Poor old Reggie.
Yeah, he was in Vietnam with you,
weren't we all? Yeah. Again, you two know nothing of this.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit in Vietnam. Two things you two don't know anything about.
Yeah, and he was exposed.
Yeah.
Reggie was to Agent Orange.
Yeah. Are we talking, is this a backstory of the Phantasm film?
No, this is just Reggie Bannister.
Okay, right.
I have no idea what Agent Orange is.
It was like a herbicide.
That's because you weren't there, Tom.
It was like a herbicide that they just like decided to just explode all over Vietnam to kill crops and stuff, but it caused massive nerve damage and stuff to everybody that inhaled it.
Watch Combat Shock. You'll know what it is then.
What was that book that you were reading that guy saw you read and had to double take at the title?
The Rape of Nanking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know Nat King Cole, his gran. You're not going to believe what happened to her.
Scorpion.
No, the Scorpion, yeah.
That's what she was known as.
Well, Reggie, he turns up in his ice cream van. He's going to have a little jam with Jodie, who's wearing a very tiny hat. I loved that.
I fucking hated this whole
the
scene.
song's so shit.
I really hated this scene. As pointless fucking scenes go, this is right up there. What the fuck is the point of this?
It is so bad.
Is it just so we can get a little tuning fork? Is that the point?
I think it was foreshadowing, wasn't it?
I mean, I know he wrote it himself apparently as well, this song, because it's not a fucking good song.
No.
Yeah, just turned up for a little bit of jamming session on the old porch veranda.
What did you think to the song, Tom? Were you a big fan? I know you like your music.
No. I didn't know. I didn't enjoy it.
Let's have a little clip of it. Here we go.
I'm just a sitting here at midnight. And I've been sitting here till noon. You see, my lady left me lonely. Yes, she did. Baby left me blue. Hot as love, you know.
Yeah, anyway, enough of that. It is shit. You're right, Tom. Fair play. Should we all start a band?
I think we should, shouldn't we?
Yeah. I mean, me and Ken have been in many bands before this.
That's
but
true.
Now we're a threesome.
You play the drums. Oh, I used to be able to play the clarinet as well.
Oh,
And the
that'll come-
saxophone. Play the sax. I do heavy sax.
Well, let's go rock
Excuse
then.
me?
I can do a heavy sax.
Okay,
There
then.
we go.
I've heard about that.
Angry Sex and Heavy Sax.
Heavy, aggressive sax.
That was one of his solo albums. I think I've heard that.
Sax man.
Angus Scrimm will know all about your aggressive, heavy sack once he gets tattooed on you. I think we should start a band. Tom on clarinet.
I used to play the French horn.
Oh, I played the glockenspiel.
Oh, man.
What a trio.
We could do the Limp Bizkit's like tribute.
Papa.
Boiler.
Yeah, that'd be great. We could break stuff, but in a classical style.
Yeah. Okay, then. So what are we going to be called?
The Phantasms.
Yes. I like that.
There we go. That's easy enough.
Heavy Sax and the Phantasms. That's what we can be called.
Oh, you're going to give it Tom's band?
I'm the front man.
He's the front man, yeah. He can stand at the front.
I'll do the sax guy with the thrusting at the same time.
What, from Lost Boys?
The Lost Boys?
No, he was on Eurovision.
Oh, no, I don't know.
What on earth?
He plays the sax and he's like...
No one watches Eurovision here.
Everyone says they don't, but they do.
Everyone
I've
has
never watched
seen
Eurovision.
Everyone has seen the Lost Boys. Why would you choose a different reference? That is the most famous saxophone. Yeah, you're out the band, Tom.
You can't kick the front man out.
Yeah,
We're just the Phantasms.
We're just going to be the Phantasm 2.
Yeah.
And we'll be glockenspieling.
Reggie Bannister and the Phantasm 2.
Yeah.
You can go with Jodie. Heavy sax and the tiny hat.
Sorted.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Jodie walks in this bar, right? This happens in films where somebody's in a bar, meets somebody, and they immediately just go and do stuff. And you think, what the fuck, man?
He was sat down for 3 seconds, maybe.
Yeah, he walks in, sits down, speaks to a girl, and they both leave arm in arm. He's not had time to finish his drink, which is a fucking waste.
Oh, I'd have finished my drink. I
Damn
think if
right.
the girl comes over and is like, let's go out, let's go to the cemetery, I'll get one tit out, I'll show you a sex position.
And I'll bend me back in an impossible manner.
I'm like, I've just ordered a beer, to be honest.
I have just got this drink. It's only a bottle, so it's not going to be that long. I'll just finish this first, or I'll bring it with me, if I'm allowed, of the rules of the pub. Because sometimes it says do not take drinks.
Well, let's
off the
act this
premises.
out, Tom. Ken, let's act this out. I'm the lavender lady. You're Jodie.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, you can be the bartender. Okay, Ken, you're entering the bar. Let's go.
Hello, can I have a beer, please?
Of course, mate. What are you looking for?
Just, I don't care.
A beer, Tom. He's just fucking said, man.
Well, what kind of beer?
That one.
Sure.
That
there
was
you go.
me pointing. Thanks, nice one.
By the way, you can't take that out the pub. You have to stay in the pub.
I never asked to do that. I have no intention of.
I'm just making sure you know the rules because I've not seen you in here before.
I've never done that ever. What an odd thing to tell me. But I appreciate the laws. I mean,
just point to the side.
I'm in your establishment and I will play by your rules. Thank you for letting me know. Beer.
Oh, hello, barman.
Oh, hello, sexy lady.
Oh, I didn't like that. Don't look at me in the eyes when you do it, Tom. Shit. Can I have a beer?
Of course you can. Here you go, sweetheart.
I didn't say what beer I wanted.
You kicked off last time I asked.
That wasn't me.
That was me.
That was the narrator.
What beer would you like?
Just any. I don't care.
There you go.
Thank you. Enough with the sexual harassment as well. I've seen your sign. No beers out, no sexual harassment. Take us a fucking... Oh, hello there.
All right.
Would you like to see one of my tits?
Yes. Can I finish my beer first?
Absolutely not.
I don't know then.
We need to head to Morningside Cemetery right now. I've got a position that'll make your eyes crossed and your dick hard.
Okay, that sounds lovely. I'm going to try and sneak this beer out with me.
Don't worry about it. She says she's going to show you something. Take it.
Oh, what a wingman.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, who's that old man looking through the window at us with the woman's haircut?
Oh, that's just my little brother who somehow managed to follow us even though I was in a car.
Oh, well, hopefully...
And he was right behind me all along. I never fucking saw him with his high-powered legs.
Well, hopefully he comes and watches us. There's nothing like more than being watched by a 70-year-old young
child. Yeah, I hope he brings his own beer.
And scene. Very well done, guys. Well done. Tom, superb.
Yeah, we mastered that. I don't know. That was the whole scene there for you.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yeah, so Jodie heads in, gets chatted up, and they go to the cemetery.
Straight to the graveyard, why not?
Gets his tits out again.
Oh,
Not him. The lavender tit. She gets her tits out.
Lavender tit.
And Mike says, wow, like Owen Wilson.
They both say wow. Oh, yeah, like, wow.
You remember, what Owen Wilson?
Of course I know.
You do an Owen Wilson impression for us.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
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 Try again.
Wow. I can't do that.
That's just your voice.
That's just me.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I can do an Owen Wilson impression. Wow. Did you see the name on the headstone Mike's hiding behind, Ken?
I did, I think. I don't know if I wrote it down. Maybe later I wrote it.
It's just one word.
Tits.
Bush.
Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Where did I write that?
What bush? On your shopping list?
Tattoos. Tattoo lists.
Just then, Mike is scared from his hiding place when he hears breathing behind him.
Yeah, I think they both say wow. I think Jodie gives him... Jodie says wow as well. So we get a double wow. Owen Wilson double wowing.
And then a Jawa from Star Wars jumps out at him. I think everyone who's ever covered this has always mentioned that they look like Jawas.
Yeah.
In reality, it's probably just like a cheap way of, hiding something and making it look a bit, just put a fucking hood on it. And
I read that this was actually made before Star Wars was released. It just took a little longer, obviously, with the 79 release date.
Yeah, I think...
But they had already made this film by then.
Well, I think he'd already written it, hadn't he?
Yeah.
But this came out... Star Wars came out
77.
77, yeah.
But apparently this was all already sorted by that time, so it wasn't supposed to be a rip-off of it.
It just was.
Just happened to be.
Jodie, alerted by Mike's screams, he instantly knows it's Mike. He has a scream.
Mike, he's that scared, he tears his eyes off his brother's naked buttocks for a second and lets out a little scream. Yep, Jodie, he sits up and goes, oh, for fuck's sake, not again.
Runs after him, angrily tells him to go home. He ignores Mike when he tells him about being chased by something little and brown and low to the ground, which is, I put Gary Coleman.
When he looks up, Jodie, he can barely keep the lavender tits little panties in his mouth, can he?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, I forgot that.
But he does. To his credit, he does keep them in his mouth.
This isn't his first rodeo, Ken. He knows what he's doing.
I love it how he tells her as well, just stay here. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Why has he got them in his mouth?
Why wouldn't he?
Well, because I thought his mouth would have been busy elsewhere.
No. Sometimes you've just got to stick them in your mouth and hope for the best, Ken. Which is Tom's chat up line.
I appreciate the advice.
All Mike does is follow Jodie around town. Did your younger brother do this to you, Tom?
Yes.
He actually did follow you around?
He used to follow me, and then when I got round to being, okay, you can come.
No.
You can come along with me. He went, okay, yeah.
What's wrong with you, man?
There's something up there. I know it. I saw it.
What?
Okay, look. I was following you guys. I didn't mean any harm, but it's out there and it's gonna get me. It was little and brown and low to the ground.
It's probably just a gopher in heat.
Do you know what? Jodie says when Mikey explains what he thinks he's seen? It's probably it was a gopher in heat.
Oh yes, he does say that. Yeah.
See, I'm stuck on another thing, another excuse he uses.
I've got one of them later on, so it might be the same one. Yeah, he comes up with probably this, and you think it's not probable, is it? That surely it's not that. That's not the obvious answer that we're looking at.
Yeah.
And a gopher, I don't think it is as tall as a Jawa, is it?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm not an expert on gophers, but surely not.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't got my ruler out.
Yeah, that's what Mikey said.
Yeah.
Anyway, they go back, and the beautiful tit exposed lady, she's gone. We get Mikey now. He's in bed,
and he wakes up in his bed in the cemetery with the tall man at the top of his bed.
Yep.
And zombies attack him.
Come out from either side of him, don't they? Grab him.
Yeah.
It's actually a well done jump scare.
It looks good.
Yes, yeah. It's I did like this bit.
Yeah,
I liked it. I wouldn't like to wake up and find Angus Scrimm staring down at me.
Yeah,
wouldn't like it at all.
No, and you're in a cemetery.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even notice that bit. First of all, you notice Angus Scrimm, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I've quite often woken up to see Angus Scrimm at the head of my bed.
I've quite often woken up in a cemetery. So I guess between us, we've got that covered.
Now I've got heavy footsteps across the street. He goes into town with Jodie.
Yes.
And it's a tall man walking, and he's got very high heels on.
It's the hair. It's the silkiness.
It's flapping in the breeze, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like a mullet, but just not quite. It's on the right side of a mullet, I think.
Yeah, it's like the top bit fucked off, but he's still got the sides to it.
He's I think it looks a little bit like David Williams as well in this bit, where you see him straight on. I just think he looks like David Williams acting a little bit camp.
So the underbite is like he's giving himself a purposely.
Did you see the shoes?
He's got big shoes on, yeah.
The
He's not
heels on
overly
those
tall.
bastards.
That's because he's not actually that
They've
tall.
they've all got heels on them, haven't they?
That's true. It is the 70s after all.
You know the bit where he...
So someone liked to admit
The boot-cut jeans as well.
That's very true.
You know when he
Flares.
slaps the hand down on Jodie's shoulder earlier on?
Yeah.
He was on a crate when he did that because he's about the same size as him.
Yeah.
So for the shot, he actually had to be stood on the box.
Why didn't they hire a tall man for the tall man?
You don't have to anymore, do you?
You didn't have to back then, by the sounds of it.
No, but you don't have to. You don't have to hire people who actually look like the part. You got Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Why don't you just hire a fat fucker?
Yeah.
Just hire a fat, ugly bloke instead of Colin Farrell. What's the point of it being Colin Farrell if you're going to stick loads of makeup on him and you can't fucking know it's him anyway?
They should have got Danny DeVito back for it.
Yeah, so what's he looks like him.
Yeah,
That was
brilliant
casting.
Penguin.
Now, fuck it.
We can be anyone.
Yeah.
Winds me up, that.
Why not get Danny DeVito back? He looks the same now as he did then.
That's why I was upset that I didn't get the part of Ray in the Ray Charles biopic. Fucking auditioned. Got Jamie Foxx winning an Oscar. He fucking looked like him anyway. All he's done is put sunglasses on. That's not fucking Oscar worthy. Now, if I'd have played him,
you deserve the Oscar.
And I'd have convinced everyone that I was Ray Charles. That's a fucking Oscar. That's what deserves
your
an
ass
Oscar.
off, that is.
Right there. So, you know.
He gets to the front of Reggie's ice cream truck. Reggie's out there loading up the ice creams.
He is, isn't he?
Yep. He does a slow turn and then he has a big sniff into the air. And then he carries on.
He looks a little bit orgasmic at this point to me. When he has that sniff, I think he looks a little bit like...
He's aroused.
He's aroused.
Something's going on there.
He's like, oh yeah, that's the stuff, baby.
I think he just loves the smell of ice cream.
Oh, he might do.
Yeah.
What
Do you reckon Ice Cream Man got paid a lot back then?
In the 70s, probably not.
because it's like he's, 34 at that point.
At least.
It's unfortunate hair for 34 as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, everyone in the 70s looked 60.
Yeah, they looked a lot older than they were.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you get
I
paid
suppose
a lot?
like an ice cream man would back then, would it be classed as an actual profession? Like I'm an ice cream man. Oh, you must be making money.
Is it classed now as a profession?
No.
People do it on the side?
It's normally just
not twice a week, once every month.
The fucking ice cream man comes around my house bloody every day. Not to my house.
Knocking on the door.
You want ice cream or what?
Ice creams, anyone?
Bloody Tony. Tony's Ices. Always hanging about the street. Rumours of drugs, but, you know, it's just ice cream as far as I can see.
some drugs.
Well, that's obviously what you think, isn't it? Why is he always here?
I remember when I was a kid, we used to have an ice cream man that would come over. There was rumours of him. It wasn't true, obviously, but everyone would say he pisses in his ice cream, and everyone just believed it.
How do you know it wasn't true?
Well, surely you'd taste piss.
I don't know. What does it taste like?
It's just sterile, isn't it?
What does piss taste like?
Salty.
How do you know?
I've drunk piss.
I've also drunk
Your own?
piss.
What the fuck's going on?
Tom, you weirdo.
I think it's more weird you haven't. Everyone tries.
I don't think it is more weird.
Normally you do when you're
what
drunk.
What do you mean everyone tries it?
Yeah,
once?
when you're drunk. Have you never played Ring of Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you tell me you've played Ring of Fire with a group of people and not one person's decided, I'm going to pee in this jug?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what Ring of Fire is. I just drank piss. So, yeah, orgasmic...
No, not yet. Why have you drank someone's piss, Ken? Your own or someone else's?
I don't know, both, probably.
It was the 70s.
Yeah, fuck it.
Your own or someone else's,
On holiday.
On holiday.
It was my own. Because we were playing Ring of Fire and I'm the one that pissed in the jug.
Oh, you.
And then,
so when you say you don't tell me, it's because you did it.
No, I did it to get someone, and then I think it was a couple of hours after I forgot I'd pissed in it, and then I drank some of it, and I was like, "Oh no, I've pissed in this."
Oh no,
I've made a terrible decision,
and then ran away.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh no! It's my wee wee.
Okay, then. Well, thank you for clearing that up in every sense of the word.
That's what they said.
You're the majority. You're the
I'm not the
weird
majority.
one here. No, you're the weird one.
Unfortunately, I'm the minority on this podcast that's not drank their own piss or someone else's.
Listeners, have you ever drunk piss? Let us know.
Tra-la-la. Meanwhile, Mike, enough about piss. Sorry, later that night, Jodie's back at the bar asking if the girls come back. Tells the barman about messing around at the cemetery with her.
Imagine going to the bar and just asking that. Desperate bastard.
What
makes you think the barman's a desperate bastard?
No. Oh, is that girl been in? Is that girl, has that Angus Scrimm dressed as a woman? Has he been in again? Because she ran off. She ran off before I could get the other tit out. That's what he says. That's what he says to the barman.
She says she's going to show me a new move.
Show me the cobra.
The barman's just like, where are you going with that drink?
Fucking horses.
Need I remind you of the sign?
He was also a sexual deviant, wasn't he? When he spoke to me when I was pretending to be the lavender tit, he kept calling me. What did you call me?
I called you sweetheart. That's what they did in the 70s, 80s. That wasn't a wrong thing to say at the time.
Tom's done his research.
He has, hasn't he?
Just saying.
He's gone and interviewed 70s barmen. Where are we up to now? He's at the bar. Mike, he's under Jodie's car. He's dicking around.
He is. He's a 13-year-old fucking mechanic.
Yeah, why is that happening?
I don't know. I mean, he gets a hammer for some reason, just hits whatever he hits.
That's what
once.
I'd do if I was pretending to be a mechanic. I would just hit things with like a spanner and a hammer. That would be me fixing stuff. So that stands up. That stands up for me.
He hears noises.
Oh no, not again.
And eventually the jack that's holding the car up gets knocked magically out of the way. And he gets pinned under the car.
Sees feet. I was going to say he hears footsteps, sees feet. But I said he sees foot.
And he hits it with a hammer.
Yeah, a very small hammer.
And Jodie screams, it's Jodie.
Yeah, Jodie reacts like it's a fucking massive lump hammer, doesn't he? There's a scream on that.
It's like he just wants to annoy his big brother. Trying everything he can just to...
Is that what you're getting from this?
Yeah.
Is this as a
I'm
big
on
brother?
Jodie's side. Yeah.
As a big brother, this is what you're getting from it. It's just an annoying little bastard.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Although, to be fair, he is fixing his car for him.
Yeah.
Which I think's a bit...
Yeah,
I'll just get my 13-year-old brother to fix my car.
Yeah, while I just go to the bar and try and find Angus Scrimm's tits.
I want to experience the scorpion.
At least,
You should get that on a T-shirt.
Mikey's credit, he's not followed him this time, has he?
Yeah.
So maybe he's growing up. Maybe.
Mike tells them that it was the Jawas, and Jodie says, "Are you sure it wasn't little Tommy Ellis?"
Yeah.
What? No, you can't say that at all.
The retarded kid from across the street, Tom Ellis.
Timmy.
Oh, was it Timmy?
Timmy.
He does say
Timmy.
I thought you said Tom.
No.
Tom Ellis.
No, obviously not. Ha ha ha.
You know him, big beard.
And he's got a tattoo of Angus Scrimm holding his balls.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, it
The
was
kid
him.
across the street.
Yeah, sorry, it was him, yeah.
Was that the note that you made?
But yeah, it was. I just like the fact that they used the word retarded when you can't really use that anymore.
No,
Maybe
in
laugh.
the 70s you could.
Of course you could.
Maybe laugh.
Ken. Mike says, absolutely not. It was Gary Coleman. Small, brown, close to the ground. You know it. What are we going to do? He calls him crazy and then he walks off.
Yeah, he's not really helping out, is he, much?
Doesn't believe a single fucking thing he says to him.
No, well, that's all about to change.
Oh.
Yeah, just leading on to the next bit of the film.
Mike, he decides, I'm going to go investigate. And he takes his Bowie knife with him.
He takes Rambo's fucking knife and straps it to his leg.
Hello, I am a Bowie knife. Where are we going?
Oh, watch out, I'm sharp. He that knife's the same fucking size as his entire lower leg.
It is, yeah.
Isn't it? It's fucking massive. You strap that to your leg, you've got a limp.
Yeah.
Idiot. Anyway, off he goes.
He's heading to the mortuary. He breaks in to the building through the basement window.
Yeah, so what's his plan? Because he goes in, he just kicks a fucking window through as well. He's not stealthy at all. He just boots this window in.
He makes as much noise as possible.
He's breaking into somebody's fucking house and place of business, armed with a massive fuck-off knife. What's the plan here? What's he there to do? kill Angus Scrimm, the owner
Kill a grown man.
and proprietor of a legitimate business? We don't know. We don't know what his plan was, but let's see what he gets up to.
I do like the music in this, by the way. This is my note.
This suspense music's good.
Yeah, it's vaguely similar to the Halloween tune with the synth.
It must have, yeah. Without the music, this film would just have been fucking stupid. But every time that music kicks in, the music kicks in, I think it does add that little spooky element.
Actually, to be fair, Ken, I have literally written, would anyone actually do this in real life? If you were a kid and you're having these dreams and you're seeing him, would you go and break into his house with a Bowie knife?
Look out, a tall man. I will cut you.
Mike has a look about the place. Some nice coffins on display. Reasonably priced, I'm sure. He ends up hiding in one of them when Will Ferrell, the caretaker, comes in to investigate.
I've actually written, who the fucking hell's this bloke?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Just wanders in.
I'm assuming he's the mild-mannered caretaker. I don't know.
I don't know why they'd have one.
Yeah, why do you need a fucking
caretaker? Not a fucking clue, other than maybe to be killed later.
I suppose so. He nearly gets caught, but the tall man enters and the caretaker follows him out. So he hides in one of the coffins.
That annoyed me because it was quite obvious there was someone in. Like every other coffin is open and that one coffin's closed.
Yeah,
but he was on his way, wasn't he? He was on his way to check. We had the POV on his way right there. He's gonna open it. He's gonna open it. He's gonna open it. No, Scrimm just turns up, and shouts, "Oi, caretaker, whatever you fucking name it. Oi, you." Weird bloke.
Yeah.
Get out of here. And he does.
So the tall man comes in, tells him, hey, we got to go and check out somewhere else. Maybe you can have a look at this guy's tattoo of me.
You wouldn't believe what I'm holding.
Not just one, but two.
Walking down a long hallway at the mortuary, Mike encounters a flying silver ball coming right at him.
Here we go. This is what we want.
Quality.
This is what you always think of when you're hitting the Phantasm button.
Yeah, silver balls.
Silver balls flying through the air.
The caretaker appears and grabs Mike as the flying sphere comes right at him. Mike ducks out of the way. The sphere hits the caretaker in the head. He's got like sort of spikes, hasn't it? Sticking out.
Spikes,
hits him straight in the head, and then a drill.
Oh, it looks so good.
It does look good, to be fair.
Yeah, I liked it.
A drill comes out, drills straight into his forehead, and then it's got like an arsehole, hasn't it? The silver ball.
Yes,
it's just pooing out the blood.
It's shitting blood out.
I
You ever
quite
shit
like that
blood
as well.
out, Tom?
No.
No, Ken?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
I've vomited blood.
Have you?
Oh, that's
yes,
good.
great days. Great days they were.
Blood Vomit was his rap name.
Yeah. It's when I decided to
When
stop.
he was doing the Limp Bizkit scene.
I decided to stop drinking after that.
Worst 5 hours of your life.
Yeah, and then I thought, it's okay if it's a shandy. So I had a shandy, and then I thought, it's okay if it's like a dash of lemonade in it. And those were the two gateway drinks back into it. And I thought, actually, fuck it.
Yeah.
Quad vodka.
Great days.
You're not a spirit man, are you? You're just a
I
beer.
can't do spirits. No, because I drink them the same way I drink beer, which is a full mouthful, swallow it all in one.
Yeah, regularly throughout
Can't be
the
doing
day.
that. Can't be doing that with spirits. I found that out.
You ever swallowed a full mouthful, Tom?
All in one.
Of what? Depends what.
Well, I'm just leaving it open, as it were, so to speak.
That's what she said.
Many times.
Yeah, I thought so. The caretaker falls down dead, pisses himself for good measure. There's not enough dead bodies that piss themselves.
I like that they show that he urinated.
It happens though, doesn't it?
Yeah, tell you what, nothing to be ashamed of.
You know when you see people get hanged in films? They shit everywhere in real life. I've seen it.
Who did you hang?
Myself. I wasn't very good at it. All I did was shit, and then I woke up and thought, oh no.
He didn't use a rope, he was just hanging off the diving board.
I'm not allowed back
Shit
at
right
that.
into the pool.
Not allowed back at those baths.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Mike then encounters the tall man who chases him to the basement, and Mike manages to sever some of the fingers because he slams the door on his hand.
I didn't realise his fingers were in that door until like a bit late, like
3 hours later.
Until the film had finished and I'd gone home. No, I actually didn't realise immediately that they were there. think they're very, very easily severed, aren't they? Those fingers.
Yeah, the fingers are twitching, and he gets his Bowie knife out. Can I be of some assistance?
You're yellow blood.
Is it not supposed to be like that stuff they put in dead bodies?
Embalming fluid.
Embalming fluid.
I don't know. No.
That's what I assumed it was. He escapes from the mortuary, loses a shoe, because it's grabbed.
It's like Cinderella.
Makes a run home. And then we wait till the next morning for Mike to show Jodie the finger.
As soon as he wakes up. As soon as he wakes up. He's on the floor, isn't he, Mike? He's asleep. He's gone
asleep
to sleep.
on the stairs, isn't he?
He's curled up with a loaded shotgun.
Yeah,
as every 13-year-old was back then.
Bloody America, innit?
Back then in America.
America for you, that.
They love it.
What do you think, Tom? Do you think Americans love guns?
Nah, it's overhyped. I don't think they're as bad as people say. No, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Of course they do. They've got these two kids. They've got fucking loads of guns.
If you can fix a car, you can shoot a gun.
Is that how you'd parent? Is that what you'd be saying to the kids?
I wouldn't trust my kid with a gun.
Fix my car, yeah, I'll have this gun.
Anyway, Mike tells Jodie about seeing the tall man. I like how he's kept the finger in a little hope chest, a little box for him, a little presentation
box. Where would you
box.
keep it?
Up your ass. Fucking dick.
Right in there, would you?
Right in your dick.
Right in my dick?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have woken up whilst you're sliding it in.
I've seen the size of your dick hole, motherfucker.
That's true.
Whenever there's a high wind, you just hear a whistle. That's bloody Ken, that is. Yeah, anyway, he tells Jodie about seeing the tall man carrying Tommy's coffin. And Jodie finally believes him and says, they're going to the sheriff. Mike goes to grab his box with the finger in it, but when he opens it to check, a really shit-looking bug. Fly beast jumps out.
I think I said earlier, it reminds me of, do you know the film Critters?
Yeah.
It reminds me of a really small version of them.
Yeah, shit. Like hobgoblins.
It doesn't look good.
But with wings.
Yeah.
It is rubbish.
Yeah, this whole bit now is shit. Like
I don't know where the beetle bit came from. Or they don't really explain why it turned into that.
I liked it, though, because obviously it attacks him and he's running around. It's like, it's in his hair and all that shit. I like it when he goes down the stairs fighting it. He wraps it in his shirt.
Oh yeah, they're both there.
And he goes down. He goes down the stairs and he's fighting it, and then he just smashes through his own banisters. Not Reggie, not Reggie Bannister, the actual Bannister. But yeah, just
scream anyone.
Just smashes through it like that's a fucking death trap. How easy that breaks. Yeah, and they do more of that in a bit actually. But yeah, I just like that. And then they put it straight down the waste disposal. And speaking of Reggie Bannister, here he is. He turns up and says, the fuck's going on?
Reggie wants to know if Mike would like to spend some time with him in the back of his ice cream truck.
He says, yes, please. Do you piss in it? He says, well, more on that. I've got quite a tale to tell.
He says the cream's going to be flying today. And Reggie remembers how good Mike was at controlling it.
Yeah.
The bug slowly starts appearing from the plug hole because Jodie put it down the waste disposal. They've got that in America, haven't they? Garbage disposal. Yeah. Imagine just throwing your fucking leftovers down the plug hole of your sink.
I would put that to the ultimate. The stuff I'd be putting down there just to see like what I could.
Yeah, one of your kids.
Yeah, your own hand.
One of your balls.
No, I don't want to ruin the grippage he's got on that.
That's true. Would you tell your wife just to I've got something stuck down there and then turn it on when she puts her hand in?
No.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would you tell her to put her hand in, but you're underneath and you've just got your balls in? And she puts her hand in. Puts her hand in and she starts tickling them.
Yeah.
Or your dick like the popcorn bucket trick in the cinema.
Yeah, would you do that?
I've done the Pringle thing.
Like the Pringles.
Yeah.
I can't fit mine in.
No, you got to take the Pringles out first, Ken.
All right. I just balanced Pringles on my trousers and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the little bugs start slowly appearing from the plug hole, and he attacks all three of them until finally Jodie manages to kill it, puts it down the disposal.
Again.
Jodie and Mike, they arm themselves with guns from up on their wall above the mantle.
Good advice from Jodie about guns.
What does he say?
Don't use guns unless you want to.
Oh, yeah, he does the...
Don't ever point it unless you want to kill anyone. Don't ever kill anyone unless you have to. Don't ever have to unless you want to. Don't ever want to unless you need to. If you do need to, then don't. I think it goes on for about an hour.
It's like out of a Mel Gibson film.
Yeah, I like
Aim small, miss small.
Yeah, he's just like, what? He said, fuck it. Here you go. Here's a shotgun, you 13-year-old twat.
Yeah. The way you check it's loaded.
My car.
The way you check it's loaded is you look down the barrel and press the trigger.
Have you seen what's on his wall?
There more guns?
Yeah, well, yes. But next to that, he's got half a fucking lion.
Which half? The arse end?
I didn't see that.
That's on the other side of the wall. Yeah, he's got half a fucking lion. He's got 2 legs of the lion and its head. Just stuffed on the wall. I thought, who the fuck's shooting lions? Anyway, yeah, but at least that shows that he knows his guns. America.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jodie tells Mike not to follow him. He's going to go back to the mortuary to investigate and to keep the door locked until he gets back.
So, again, what's Jodie's plan?
Yeah. Oh, to be honest with you...
He's now going to the mortuary with a fucking gun.
If it was me, I would have left the handgun with Mike and taken the shotgun with me.
So so now he's armed with a gun. He's also going to break into this legitimate business owned and run by a man who's been there for however many years and a staple of the community. And he's going to what? Just shoot him dead in his own place of business and house.
Yeah, why not?
And that's okay.
Yeah, why not?
But it's just like there's no fucking plan going on. It's just like, I'm going to go and I'll do the same thing that you did earlier in the film. But I've got a gun this time.
This is America, Ken. You can do this shit. It's fine.
Okay.
It's the fact he keeps telling him, like, you stay here. Full well knowing he's not going to stay there.
He's not stayed there once.
You've told him to do that about 5 times now, and he's never listened.
Anyway, in he goes. He breaks in the same fucking window that Mike kicked in earlier. Still hasn't had it fixed. Not sure if he knows it's even broken. Such is the size of the place.
He's immediately attacked anyway by a Jawa as soon as he's in the basement.
Fruitini!
He shoots the Jawa, jumps on his back.
It's a good shot, though. It's like when Warwick Davis was getting shot in Leprechaun, wasn't it? Because it flies back into some boxes.
He does shoot it one more time as he's trying to get out of the place, doesn't he?
Yeah, like knocks it back.
Shoot me, Jodie, one more time.
And I've put well done on the stealth, Jodie. You've unloaded fucking 5.
And he's got no further into the building than he was fucking from the minute he arrived.
Yeah.
Might as well just have looked through the window. That's as far as he got.
Yeah.
So he escapes, and that's it. That's his plans.
See, that's what I mean. What was the plan in the first place? Because he's done fucking nothing. This is the second time you've gone in armed and nothing has been achieved. Still, he's okay, but wait. There's a pursuit.
Yeah, the hearse, it turns on, the lights turn on, it starts chasing him up the road, doesn't it?
I quite like that, because you didn't notice that those lights were from a vehicle, because you just see him externally, don't you, running away, and then some lights move that were already lit, and it's the hearse.
He turns and just shoots at it as it's driving towards him. Does it go off the road and smashes?
No, it drives straight
off.
past.
Yeah,
it drives straight past, and then we get the lights in the distance, and it's coming straight at him.
Yeah, and luckily he doesn't shoot this one, which you would assume you would.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to unload on it.
I thought he was waiting for it to get closer after he's already failed to hit fucking anything at all when it was running out.
He can't have a lot of bullets left because he has shot a lot.
Yeah, he's unloaded on that gun.
He has shot the Jawa 3 times, hasn't he?
The car pulls up. Jodie walks around the side, and it's Mike. He's turned up in Jodie's car.
Shock.
Yeah, but for some reason hasn't said anything when he stops.
Yeah, don't shoot me.
He's had to wait for Jodie to come and look who it is in his own car. I don't know if Jodie recognises it's his own car either.
No. He gets in, and they're chased by the hearse again.
Yeah, car chase.
And according to Jodie, there's nobody driving that mother. Which I like. I liked that line.
He does say that, yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
There's nobody driving that mother.
Not to be confused with Somebody's Riding My Mother, which is one of Ken's films that he starred in.
In the 70s, yeah.
Jody opens fire on the hearse as it's chasing them with his shotgun, forces it off the road. They stop to investigate, and a great line delivery by Jody.
It's one of those dwarfs. It went right through it.
I love the way he says that line.
Yeah, it's impaled, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's impaled on a tree branch.
And when they examine the dwarf, the two brothers are shocked to find out that it's Tommy.
Of course it's Tommy. Remember Tommy?
But small. Small Tommy.
Tommy from the beginning, who's getting some sex from the one-titted wonder.
Wow.
Wow!
Whoa! Jody and Mike, they call Reggie.
Of course. Who are you going to call? The fucking ice cream man.
Call Reggie.
Yeah, and they've said, oh, it's Tommy. He's only 3 foot, but he still weighs 200 pounds.
But he's all man. He says, we've killed one of the dwarves. Bring your ice cream truck. We fancy a 99.
Yep,
Not
lovely.
to be confused with I Fancy a 69, which is one of Ken's films. As is, this guy's not going to leak all over my ice cream, is he? That's another one of Ken's films.
A funny line.
But Reggie also does say that because they put Dwarf Tommy in the back of his truck.
Nice.
They head back to the house. Reggie's scared by an old black woman.
Gee, where did she come from?
That's Myrtle.
Myrtle.
That's Myrtle, of course.
Sorry, Myrtle. You never see her again in the film. She's just
Myrtle,
there.
the nosy neighbour.
Is that who she is?
Is that what she is?
I don't know.
I thought she
I
was
thought she was like a maid or something.
Yeah, we don't know. But anyway, that's Myrtle.
Yeah.
Thanks, Myrtle.
They have a sit around the fire. They're trying to figure out the plot of the movie. Reggie's there with them. Mike mentions that their mum and dad were buried there as well.
This is why are they doing this? What about mum and dad?
Reggie says, never mind that shit, we need to kick the shit out of the tall man.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. That's the plan that we've had 3 times already. Let's do it again.
Jody asks Reggie to drop Mike off at Sally's, the local antique store. Not with the sheriff or anything like that.
With Carl Weathers sitting there waiting for something to do.
Yeah, no, the antique store with Sally and her mate Sue.
Yeah, remember them? Of course not. Of course not. Who the fuck are they?
The voiceover for Sally and Sue, the retro Euro 70s sound is fucking ridiculous. They get all excited over some shit that's in their own shop. Oh, have you seen this in the cabinet? Fucking hell.
I like when they drive there. It's like they're in the Dark Place vehicle at one perspective, and then it drives off into the darkness. It looks like Pee-wee's fucking Big Adventure.
Large Marge.
Yeah, it just looks awful. Yeah, and then we arrive at the antique store, and they say, right, Mikey, you fucking stay here.
Jody sure sounded strange on the phone. I hope he's feeling okay.
Sally, did you see these new settings?
Oh, these are nice. You know, I think I'm gonna lock up. Michael, when you get sleepy, I've got a bed made up for you in back.
Mike, he has a little route through the shop and goes instantly to like a photo album and finds a photo of the tall man in 19th century or some shit. He's on
earth?
He's on like a horse and carriage.
Yeah.
Horse-drawn
Looks like
hearse.
Scrooge.
yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge. And the picture comes alive.
What?
And has a little look at him and then turns back, reminding me of Tim Curry.
I like how the picture doesn't just move, it like zooms
It
in.
zooms in. Yeah, in the frame.
Yeah. Mike asks Sally and Sue to drive him home. There were specific instructions to keep him there, but fuck that.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh,
Mike,
okay.
yeah, he actually says, no questions. Take me home.
I'm thinking, it's weird.
Thinking, will you fuck off? You're 13, you little twat. You ain't going anywhere.
These grown women,
Yeah.
not older than him, are just listening to him.
You're not fucking ordering me around, no questions. Who the fuck do you think you are? You little shit.
Backhand.
Yeah, exactly. Lock him in a fucking room.
Well, Reggie, meanwhile, hears noises in the back of his truck. He's driving back to meet Jody. And what's Jody doing, I hear you ask, Tom? Well, he's fallen asleep.
Totally ineffectual.
Yeah. He sees the tall man walking towards him. Zombies burst out the wall. He's back in the crematorium. And they grab him, and then he wakes up. During the drive back to the house, Mike tells the two girls to stop the car when they see Reggie's ice cream truck.
And they listen.
Yeah, lying beside the
Just
road.
listen to
He
him.
really is just ordering these bitches about, isn't he, the little twat?
Maybe it's just his voice. He's just got a voice of
fucking hate
authority.
this kid.
Well, you could
This
back
was-
in the 70s.
This is where I hated this kid.
Mike looks around and finds that the dwarf's escaped. Reggie's
It's
nowhere
the
to be
worst
found.
case, isn't it? That?
He jumps in the car, asks the girls to drive him home.
Again.
But unfortunately, the girls are too slow and stupid to understand what he means by that.
Yeah.
And a group of dwarves attack them in the car. They take control of the car, drive away. Mike gets thrown through the back of the fucking car
I think he
windscreen.
fucking leaps through it, doesn't he?
I think he gets like thrown.
He keeps getting
Yeah,
smashed,
smashed
and
against
then
it.
eventually it's
Oh,
like,
and then he just eventually
we'll
just
put you through the window.
flies through the rear window.
Yeah, and the car drives away, leaves Mike on his own in the middle of the road. Then he starts running home. Gets home, tells Jodie about Reggie's disappearance and
I
about
like when
the...
he arrives home after all of this, and Jodie's just fucking sat there doing absolutely nothing. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought there was a plan.
Yeah.
I thought you had a plan or something, and instead you just sat there doing fuck all. Thanks, Jodie.
Jodie decides to go back to the mortuary to look for the girls because they've disappeared, as has Reggie.
He drinks some of Jodie's beer.
Yeah, when he first sits down.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Quality.
I fucking hate this kid, man. Honestly. Fuck that kid. Anyway.
If Lucas came into your house, Ken, and sat down and took a swig of your beer...
It was, your beer as well.
Out.
Didn't even ask.
Out the fucking house. Straight away. Not a chance. That's his beer now, and he better have brought me some fucking spares.
Replacements.
Yeah, because there's no way I'm fucking joining in with that. Cheeky bastard.
Jodie decides to go back to the mortuary to look for them, and Mike wants to come along as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
With
realise.
another new plan. Let's do the same thing we've already tried twice.
But Jodie instead locks him in his room, thinking it's going to be too goddamn dangerous. He uses like a screwdriver to wedge the door shut.
Yeah, someone's going to have to fix that later.
Mike using a buckshot shell and too much of our time, as it turns out.
Yeah, fucking did, didn't it? It was like, Jesus Christ.
MacGyver.
Yeah, because we've got to watch him disassemble like a... No, what does he do? He puts like a pin through the...
He gets the shotgun shell, puts a thumbtack in the bottom of it, and then sellotapes it to a fucking hammer.
Yeah, and then hits it against his door that blows
Which
the fucking...
would have probably blown his hands off.
blown it, yeah. Yeah, because there's nothing to stop to channel the fucking...
the pellets would just go everywhere.
Just kills himself.
He's escaped from his room. Jodie's still fucking in the house. He's just about to get in his car and drive away. Which he doesn't hear anything, so he doesn't hear a fucking shotgun going off in his own fucking upstairs.
The hole it makes in the door as well is minuscule.
And it's perfectly placed though, isn't it, for him to remove the screwdriver, and he's free. Mikey grabs yet another fucking gun, and as he runs down to go out, opens the door. It's Angus Scrimm.
It bloody is Angus Scrimm
Angus
as well.
Scrimm in a jump scare right there outside the door. And he says, I've been waiting for you. And that's that bit. No, he picks him up. He picks him up like he's a little pathetic piece of shit. And walks with him and throws him in the hearse. And in he goes, and off they drive. Which, again, I don't know how Jodie's not noticed the fucking hearse parked outside his house. I mean, that's been the plan all along, is go to where the hearse is. But he hasn't noticed it. He's probably driven past it, and now they're chasing Jodie or something. I don't know.
Well, if I was Mike, I'd shoot the fucking back tyre out and crash the fucking thing, is what I'd do.
Okay. Well, what happens then?
That's exactly
Oh,
what
he
happens.
does do it. Oh, right.
Also,
okay.
but in that enclosed environment...
It's probably the smartest thing he's done all movie.
But in that enclosed environment with that gun, he would probably have both of his eardrums would
deaf.
just be
Gone.
fucking
No,
gone.
he's totally deaf.
He's bleeding from the ears.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the recoil on it's probably hit him in the face. He's probably smashed his nose to pieces.
Good.
But no, what actually does happen? Good. What actually does happen is he does blow the back tire out, and the hearse. He ends up like jumping out, doesn't he?
He dives through the back windscreen again. He's fucking all over the place, this kid.
Bloody Chuck Norris.
He loves jumping through windows.
Yeah, and the hearse blows up.
Yep. As a crash, explodes.
And that's the end of
The
Angus
film.
Scrimm.
Oh, sorry.
Have we got to Jodie breaking into the crypt yet? Oh, wait, have I skipped too far ahead?
You're coming up to that bit.
Mm-hmm.
we've got that now. Jody, he's in the mortuary as well. He's just doing something. I'm not sure what he was doing, to be honest. He was opening a coffin, but refusing to look in it.
Yeah, I think it was Tommy's coffin to like kind of make sure who we saw was actually Tommy's body.
No, it was his parents.
I think it was his parents.
Was it?
It was his parents,
I'm wrong then,
to see if they're still there.
Because Mike gets there as well, and he has a look in the coffin, and it's empty.
Yeah, because I think initially they were like, our parents are buried there as well. So I think he was making sure that they weren't turned into midget Jawas.
I just assumed it was Tommy's grave.
Yeah. Mike enters the building minutes later, sees his parents' coffins, opens one, finds that they're empty, and then he screams for some reason.
Well, there's no time for that because Ball Patrol. Here comes that ball again.
That's one of your films.
The Silver Sphere.
Yep. Flying towards Mike until Jody shows up and shotguns it out the air.
Yeah.
Good shot.
It is. It's like clay pigeon, isn't it? It's like clay shooting.
The two brothers then bump into Reggie, who says he's been hiding in a coffin.
Yeah, we get
it just comes from nowhere.
Fucking jump scare, isn't it? It's a jump scare, and it's Reggie who's not managed to bother to say anything to let them know he's there before he scares them to fucking death.
I also like him saying, "Oh, by the way, I found Sally and Sue and a few other missing girls. I didn't recognise them, but I freed them. They've ran off."
Yeah, they ran off into the bush like scared hens or something. He said.
So don't worry about that. They're okay, and we'll not have to ever see them again. Bye.
They go into a room filled with bright light that we saw earlier. It's filled with storage barrels and two poles, which turn out to be a gateway to an alien planet.
Of course.
This is it goes off the rails a bit, doesn't it?
This is where it takes a sharp left turn.
This was exactly what I assumed was happening.
You thought this initially, didn't you?
Did we actually find out what's in those barrels?
The dwarves.
I don't think we do.
Dwarves?
Is that what's in them?
Yeah, they listen in, don't they? They listen to it. Dwarves. There's dwarves in there.
Yeah.
You never ordered a dwarf by the barrel. That's how you get them. That's how you order them.
Dwarves in the barrel. Portal to the world. That's what Reggie comes up with, his little fucking song.
Yeah, Mike's put a tiny hat on. Mike's briefly sucked off.
Oh, that's the wrong phrase to use.
No, I don't think it is.
No, I think that's fine, yeah.
Jody and Reggie, they pull him off at the last second.
Yes. Yeah, they stop him before he's sucked off into oblivion.
They pull him off
before he's sucked off.
Yeah, well,
okay.
They're saving him, aren't they?
Yeah, he's just about to, finish, and they pull him back in.
Yeah.
They think, stop that.
And then Mike just knows everything about the plot now. That the tall man is using a corpse as slaves to his alien planet, and they have to be crushed to small size because of the planet's intense gravity and heat.
And this is the door to their planet. And do you know what the other two are doing? Instead of going, what the fuck? They're going like this. They're just going, yeah. Like, of course. Of course that's what's going on. Oh, we've been so stupid.
Then the lights go out.
Good. End of film.
Mike uses his lighter, but he's attacked by a dwarf. They all inexplicably split up.
I don't know how they ended up outside.
As soon as the lights go out, they just all go in different directions.
I do that. As soon as the lights go off, I fall over.
Yes, I've seen.
Just in case. In case of attack, I fall to the floor.
Yep, and Jody sets off to find Mike, goes outside the building. Lavender Tits is out there with a knife, ready to stab him.
Yeah.
Scorpion.
The Scorpion.
Ready out there.
Or fuck him, yeah, it's true. Alone in the room still, Reggie decides to shut down the two-pronged gateway thing by slamming his hands on top of the poles.
He has a little flashback to them playing some beautiful music earlier on and thinks, that tuning fork, let's pretend that had a point. And he gets that out and goes like that.
I like how he becomes like the hero.
Hey, Reggie?
Yeah, he's like the hero of the whole movie.
Look at him. He looks like a hero.
If I ever go bald on top,
he's
I'm
a
definitely
balding,
still keeping a
ponytailed ice cream man.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. It's a good look.
He's the man.
Once he puts his hands on the top, Lavender Tits gasps and Reggie's thrown back. The gateway starts sucking everything in the room to within an inch of its life.
Yep. Let's create some kind of vacuum.
He barely escapes. Outside the mortuary, Mike's searching for Jody. Reggie finds Lavender Tits collapsed on the floor. He runs over to help her, but she stabs him to death.
Oh.
I actually wrote down Reggie gets stabbed for the puss.
Yes, exactly, yes.
You think that's why he was going to see her? Not to see if she was all right. He was going to go over and sexually assault her.
I mean, it's the 1970s. There's always that
That's
hint.
true.
There's always that hint of if I help this girl, she might show me the scorpion.
Oh, right. So it's not foul
Show
play.
me the scorpion. Yeah.
Show me it.
That's true, yeah. I assume he was going to sexually assault her, you're right. And so she's defending herself.
Yeah. So she's innocent of her crimes.
But she does turn into Angus Scrimm.
Yeah.
Imagine a sexually assaulting Angus Scrimm, Ken.
Did you say imagine us sexually assaulting Angus Scrimm?
Even one at our Eiffel Tower.
Imagine me and you. What a happy memory
I
that
don't
we could
want
have
to.
shared.
The way he looked at you when he said that.
I don't want to.
Imagine me and you.
I don't want to imagine
Imagine
that.
me and you, Ken. Friends,
Colleagues.
partners in crime.
I don't know about this.
Just doing a Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's free of assault. From me, anyway.
Well, that's good. Mike and Jodie, they find each other and spot the tall man standing above Reggie. Mike wants to help, but Jodie says, nah, he's fucked.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Leave him.
Mike and Jodie, they're forced to run as the mortuary glows and is apparently destroyed. And they go back home.
He says that. He says, you go home, right? What are we going to do? We're going to go home. You lock the house, and I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. But I will be back soon. I'm not sure where I'm going, but I'll be back in a bit. So he does. He goes around and he's trying to lock up the house. And as he goes to close up some curtains, bloody Angus Scrimm stood at the window, smashes the window, and they're in the house. And a nice bit of music again.
They're upset about Reggie's death, though, for a bit.
I don't know. I mean, they could have cared more, to be honest, couldn't they?
He's a fucking ice cream man. How much can you care for a friend that's an ice cream man?
A jamming sesh on the porch.
Where are they going to get their ice cream?
They had a jamming sesh on the porch.
Oh, yeah.
Where they get their ice cream from now?
True.
I don't know, the freezer.
In the 1970s, come on, Dom.
Everyone had a freezer back then. And they're worried that the entire town is either dead or consumed by the vacuum that is the gateway.
Everyone's been sucked off.
Would you be scared if you saw that headline? Town sucked off?
I'd be thinking it might be me next. So with
you'd be happy about it.
a little bit of hope.
Walking everywhere with your trousers down just in case.
He does that anyway.
As always.
Yes, so the tall man, they come up with a plan. They want to stop the tall man by trapping him in a mine shaft. Since
I don't think
there
that's
seems to be
the plan. I think it just happens.
I thought that was the plan.
I don't think they've ever had a fucking
far
plan.
too fucking...
Jodie kind of fucks off on his own, and it's kind of Mike does his own thing and follows.
Well, he tries
Seriously,
to.
I don't think there's a plan at all. This is when he gives us the.
But why does Mike fuck off then?
It's
got to be the plan.
No, there is a plan because he digs that hole, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. His plan is to dig the hole, trap him in the mine
who's
shaft.
digging a hole? Why have I not noticed?
Jodie.
Someone's digging a
Jodie
hole?
digs a hole, and then those boulders come down, and
Yeah.
then it's kind of like,
But that's
and then
not-
he's on top of the hill, like going.
Yeah, but Jodie doesn't just fuck off to the middle of nowhere
Oh, I thought he did.
randomly. No, it's the plan.
I've not seen anyone digging a fucking thing.
So what happens is Jodie fucks off to dig the hole. Says, "Mike, you stay here because it's worked well before. You stay here."
Full well knowing he's going to follow.
And then Mike,
Right, I've got the fact that you stay here. I'm just going to go and fucking leave. I didn't get why you'd gone to
no,
leave.
they decided because there's a mine shaft, abandoned mine shaft. We can't kill him. We're going to trap him. That's the plan.
Right.
And Jodie sneaks out the house, and while he does that, the tall man arrives at the house and he gives us the boy line.
You've played a good game, boy.
The line.
I love
the word.
And he attacks Mike, who's forced to run. Mike remembers the no fear line from the fortune teller. Remember that?
Yeah, then he just...
And he stops running. And he learns to fight with his trusty Bowie knife. He runs past Lavender Tits, who's blocking his way. But he's like, no, I'm brave. I'm going to run past those tits.
They have like a standoff, don't they? They both have a knife, and they're like looking at each other as he's walking slowly past her.
Is he in like some quicksand at one point?
That's when he does the whole fear is
Yeah, so
in the mind
so
kind
if,
of thing.
if you pretend,
And he
if you're
just
not
jumps
scared
in.
of quicksand, it stops existing.
That made me laugh. Yeah.
Exactly,
He just,
Ken, yes.
he just jumped in and immediately started sinking.
Is that why I've never sunk in quicksand?
Yeah.
Because I just don't really expect it.
You just
So
too
therefore,
tall.
my believability of quicksand is it's
Well,
not
quicksand's only so much deep, so it's probably just because you're too tall.
No, I saw loads of films. You die in quicksand. Everyone's dying in quicksand.
That's true, because me and Ken spoke about this before on the podcast, is if you grew up at a certain age watching films, you had a very real fear of quicksand.
Oh, I was terrified of
It was
quicksand.
in every film,
it's
wasn't
everywhere.
I was
Quicksand's everywhere, and
It
you
was-
will die in it.
I think it was only when I was about 19, 20, I kind of learned that quicksand was like only so far deep and you probably wouldn't die.
You are talking insane. What on earth are you talking about? I've seen people just sink to death.
Sink to death.
Sink
Well,
to
like
death.
the,
with just-
was it the
but-
horse in
but
Never
maybe-
Ending Story?
Oh, how fucking dare you bring that up. Heart attacks! Heart attacks! It's too fucking soon, man. I'll never get over that.
Mike remembers the no fear thing, fucks off, goes past Lavender Tits, and the chase leads to the mine where the tall man falls through a fake ground.
Yeah, it says danger. Open,
High voltage.
Open mine shaft.
When we touch.
When we kiss.
Yes.
You two okay?
He falls through the ground into the hole. You ever fallen into a hole by mistake?
Many times.
I have as
That's what I told him.
And to the bottom where Jodie pushes a load of large boulders down a hill.
I've put that.
Where
It was
did
called,
he get those
called
from?
by Ludo, of course, from Labyrinth. Friend. That's it, yeah. Jodie Friend.
Oh, you're about that. Who was it? I can't remember his name. Who's the singer?
Bowie.
That's David Bowie.
Fucking
yeah.
mentioned him all fucking episode, Tom.
Well, I mean, I'm only just 30.
Welcome, our guest on this episode is Tom. Tom's seen 3 films in his life, but heard of many others
2 of
that
them are the
exist.
Phantasm films.
Phantasm's brilliant.
He's heard of more. So that's good.
They've dropped the boulders down the hill, strapping the tall man in. Jodie gives us the Rocky on the steps victory pose.
He's very happy, isn't he?
And after doing so successfully, Mike suddenly wakes up in his house.
It's all a dream. What?
It's all a fucking dream.
Oh, you bastard.
That's always my favourite ending to
This
a film.
is just a
It's not
giant
cop-out.
middle finger to everyone.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Don.
His next scene lying by the fireplace with Reggie, who's alive.
What?
And Reggie tells Mike he was simply having a bad dream, something that has been a frequent occurrence since Jodie died in a car crash a few weeks earlier.
What?
Mike then realises that Jodie died with his parents in a car accident, and the whole thing with the tall man was nothing but a horrible nightmare.
What?
Reggie says, I think me and you should go on a vacation together, maybe get married.
I'll bring my shitty little guitar.
Yeah.
And
I'll give you flakes for life.
yeah. And we can live it up in the ice cream capital of the world.
Yeah. He can't ever take Jodie's place, but he's going to try. Reggie suggests that they go away for a while, hit the road for a couple of weeks, and Mike says, that sounds great. I don't mind being bummed in an ice cream truck.
It's numb, isn't it?
What
You
is?
freeze it.
Oh.
Jesus.
Mike goes into his room to pack his stuff, but the tall man's waiting for him behind his door. Boy!
He's had a fucking haircut.
Who has?
Scrimm.
Has he?
Yeah, it was different hair.
More of a Ken B. Wild than a Tom Ellis.
he's,
Right.
He's had it trimmed down.
Several dwarf arms shoot out, grab Mike, pull him through his bedroom window.
Yep, like Nancy's mum at the end of Nightmare on Elm Street.
I wrote that down as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Reminded me
like
of
Tom's mom every single weekend.
I don't like the laugh both of you did there.
I don't even know Tom's mum, but that was funny.
We have a friend of ours who's going to love that joke if you
Yes. Hilarious.
The end. I've got a body count for you guys.
Go for it.
I want you to guess how many deaths there are in this film.
There are...
Tom first, being the guest.
Are we counting Reggie because he's back at the end?
Yeah, we are. Go on.
You want to count Reggie?
I'll
I would
count him.
say 3.
3.
I've already chosen 7.
7. There were 6.
6
deaths in the film.
Winner.
We've got Tommy stabbed to death by the tits.
Yep.
We've got the caretaker. The brain drill. We've got the little Jawa shot by Jodie.
Yep.
We've got Jawa Tommy dies in the crash.
Yep.
We've got Dream Reggie.
Oh, poor old Reggie.
How many's that? That's 5. 5, yeah. And then, of course, Jodie.
Jodie does die.
Forgot about the caretaker.
Yeah. And we're not including the...
You only said 3, you idiot.
Yeah, well, I don't...
Forgot about the caretaker.
The Jawas aren't real people. I don't count them because technically they're already dead people.
And 2...
All right, fuck you.
Ooh. Sorry, Tom, but I win.
Ken wins.
Hooray.
So I'll go to you first, Tom. After a rewatch, what are your thoughts on the film?
Great. 10 out of 10. I want to give it 10. I want to give it 10 out of 10. I'd give it.
Nobody gives
solid
it 10 out of 10.
7.
Yeah, I mean, you're coming at it from a point of nostalgia, though, which I can respect.
It's an old film that I watched when I was a child, so it's always, for me, top 10.
Yeah. Ken, your thoughts?
I did like it. I think the music makes it.
Yeah, it's got great music.
The suspense
without the music,
really good.
I know they did the same with Halloween, that before he put the theme in, it was just fucking rubbish. And then you put the theme in and that just kicks it up a notch. And I think this does the same thing. Whenever the music kicks in, it's like, yeah, go on. Because it's similar music. It's like a bit of piano. It's a bit like that. You mentioned the Halloween theme. You mentioned the Exorcist theme. It is a kind of a mix between them. But it don't fucking make any sense, does it, this?
No.
You know, like when you get the idea of, you know, like when you're just like, this is how the director came up with it. And you just think, oh, yeah, that's a really good story behind how you come up with that idea. And it's like Freddy Krueger. It was a guy that Wes Craven used to see out of his window and stuff. And he just kind of linked it. And then he read about the stories of people dying in their sleep, connected it all, and just thought, what a great idea for a film.
Yeah.
What the fuck was Don Cascarilla thinking that linked it to, I don't know, maybe like shrinking them down in an alien world and bringing them back as slaves?
I know how he got the idea for the film. He had a nightmare as a kid of a silver ball chasing him down corridors. That's the initial acorn for the idea of the film.
I think
that's hardly even in this first film.
But it's the most notable thing of the film, isn't it?
I guess.
I think the first film's a bit of a mess, plot-wise, but then when they kind of get more and more movies into it, they kind of establish themselves into, okay, well, this is what this actually means, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I messaged Ken and I said, like, from my recollection of watching these films years ago, I always actually preferred the second one. I thought the second one was kind of like Evil Dead 2 to Evil Dead. This one kind of ramps everything up a bit more and is a bit more coherent, a bit more fun. But having said that, I actually enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would, because I remember not really liking this first one.
I think you can kind of tell they made the movie full well thinking they're not going to get a second one.
Well, can I just ask, so this first Phantasm, there's 3 of us now, so we're definitely going to get a definitive answer.
It's going to have to be, isn't it?
Is Phantasm going into the bad movie cult? Is it bad enough to go in? Ken, you first.
Yes, it is bad enough to go in. It's an incoherent mess of a film.
Taking away personal opinions of this film, looking at it objectively as a film, Ken saying yes. Tom?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I might as well not be fucking here then, shall I?
Plot-wise, it's just all over the place, it is. I get that. But it's still a really good movie to me.
Yeah.
That's what matters, to be honest with you.
The only question to ask now, though, is we're obviously going to cover the sequels. Tom, would you be prepared to come back and maybe cover them with us?
No.
Okay.
No, yeah, definitely. 100% yes.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. Maybe, Tom, it's my birthday episode next. Would you like to come back and join us for that one as well?
I would be happy to come back for your 41st birthday.
Well, you fucking can't. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Ken, for turning up and being you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me and just accepting me as I am.
Thank you, Tom, for turning up your first ever time. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't fucking hear it just from what you were saying, but
yeah, at least try then. Try to show that.
No, thank you very much, Tom. What did you think to Tom turning up? Did you like him? Did you hate him? Do you want him never to step foot on this fucking podcast again? Let us know. We'd like to hear it, and we honestly would.
Don't be too mean.
Yeah, when we release the posts on social media, reply underneath. Would you like us to have more guests? Would you like Tom back? Let us know. If you hate him, we'll never have him on again. That's a bad movie cult guarantee. It's my birthday episode next, Ken.
Oh, that's good news. I'm really excited.
We're covering one of my favourite films.
Oh, God, honestly, Tom's favourite film, your favourite film.
It's a good film. It's a good film.
All right. The fanboy club over here.
It's a good film.
We are going to be covering the 1994 classic Brandon Lee film, The Crow.
Ooh.
That's going to be dropping in a week's time, maybe a couple of weeks, depending on how well the editing goes. But until then, I want to say thank you, Tom. Thank you, Ken, for joining me. Mm-hmm. And thank you, listeners. We'll see you next time.
Oh, hello, sexy lady.